Welcome back to Pounding Sand Productions. As always, I am Phil, your gatekeeper. Couple things to go over with you today. Number one, with the Strawberry Moon coming next week, this weekend actually, we've got strawberry cider. And if you look at how clean and clear that looks. Now, it is a little cloudy, that's, because you're not seeing, real sharp images, but this is the batch that I let the strawberries kind of free float in. I didn't put them into a brewing bag. Consequently, as the strawberries took on more moisture and started breaking down and breaking apart, that left me with a bunch of seeds and some odds and ends. Strawberry meat in the brew, which has settled down to the bottom of every bottle that I've got, which is, I make 3 1-liter bottles for each brew. But anyway, but the taste of this, now this is not carbonated. This is still like a regular, like you would drink a wine, and that's why I have ice in it. Damn, that's good. If this were carbonated, then it would have been in the refrigerator, and then I would bring it out from there and not drink it over ice like some sort of animal. But with this being still, I feel that I can do that. It lives within my parameters of my judgment when it comes to that. So, but it's this is a very simple recipe. This is 2 gallons of 100% apple juice, 2 pounds of whole frozen strawberries, and I use frozen strawberries because the freezing process freezes up all of the ice or the water crystals in the fruit, turns them basically into little Ginsu knives. We've discussed this in the past, and it helps macerate the meat of the strawberry so that the juice can come out and get into the brew. And then I also added 1 pound of sugar in this batch, which is what I'm going to do going forward, so that number one, we get the ABV up there. Plus, it does give a little bit of a sweetness in there for some reason. Now, I also used a Lavin ale yeast, number 47, and 3 grams of a yeast starter, because no matter where you get your yeast, when you buy your package of yeast, there's going to be a certain amount of dead yeast in there. Yeast is very cannibalistic. So that has live yeast and dead yeast, so that when you toss the yeast into whatever you're doing, the yeast has something to eat initially, which would be its cousin or whoever. So, but I put that in to just to make sure that the yeast has what it needs to get rolling quickly. Now, I have another batch of this that won't be ready for this coming weekend, the weekend of the Strawberry Moon, but it will be ready, shortly after that. And I think that's the way we're going to roll. I think the next one, I know the next batch that I do is going to be a cherry cider, a black cherry cider. Right now in Michigan, we're getting towards, this is the middle of June now. Yeah, I'm still pushing the season quite a bit, but you get closer to the 4th of July, another 2 to 3 weeks, and you're in the heart of cherry season, in between tart cherries, sweet cherries, and that. So we're going to make a black cherry cider. I think that's going to be pretty doggone tasty too. and you will know all about that when it happens, because I am an attention whore and I do like the sound of my own voice. So I wanted to remind you again about the Strawberry Moon coming up. I hope all of you had a very peaceful and joyous Father's Day. Not everyone has the Andy Griffith father that we would like. My dad was an extraordinary man who worked his ass off constantly, just constantly, and he was one of those unsung heroes out there, and I'm sure the majority of our dads are like that. They just did the best they could, at the time. So again, I hope yours was happy and full of love, and yeah, that's about all I can say about that. And with that, I'll let you go. I don't like taking up a whole bunch of your time here. I just like checking in and showing you what I'm drinking, what it does, and move on from there. So, peace out, Cub Scout. We'll catch you on the flippity flop.